Today we are going to look into the Python strings. Python strings are basically the sequence of characters enclosed within single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Basically, the characters, when we give the characters in the print function or whatever the variable, suppose I am assigning some characters in the variable, and that characters are assigned in a single quote or maybe in a double quote or maybe in a triple quote, then that will be called as a string. Suppose if I want to check that, suppose I am assigning a equals to, within the double quote, or you can give triple quote or single quote also, a equals to Erwin is a good boy. So now this Erwin is a good boy, this sentence enclosed in a double quote, or even if I want to just write Erwin, only a single word, that is also applicable. This is basically a string. So Python strings are very important with respect to this language, this programming language. Next we are heading to the, suppose hello world, this is Sparta, all of these are basically strings in the Python programming language. And I am going to France tomorrow. As you can see it in this line, this is not a single line string, this is a multi-line string. So suppose in case of multi-line strings, Erwin is a good boy, and if I write this in this way, then I have to give triple quote, because if I give triple quote, then only then we have this option of showing the multi-line string. If the string is a multi-line string, then you have to give triple quote. Now if I don't give the triple quote, what happens? Let me see. If I just give only double quotation, what happens? Or if I give only single quotation, what happens? You can see that when I am giving only the single quotation, and if I try to run this, it will not, it will show me an error. But if I give triple quote, for multi-line strings, we have to use the triple quotes. If I give the triple quote here, and if I run this, now if I print this A and try to run this again, now you can see that Erwin is a good, slash n means it is a multi-line string. That's why slash n is being given here. It is basically the slash n is representing that it is a multi-line string. So in this case, the multi-line string is being printed and no error is being actually shown here. That's because we have used the triple quote. So for printing the triple quotes, for printing the multi-line strings, you have to use the triple quotes. That is very important in the Python strings. But for a single line string, triple quotation is not used. For the single line string, you can use double quote or single quote. Both of them are applicable. Now we are heading to, suppose extracting individual characters from the strings. So suppose if I use, suppose I have a string called my string, and if I give this string, suppose I have a string called my string, and I assign in this variable, in this my string variable, I am assigning a string which is I am a good boy. And let me print my string at first. So for printing my string, let me type my string. The name of the variable is my string here. And if I print this, you can see my string is being printed here. That means I am a good boy is being printed here. Now, if I want to extract any individual characters from the string, right? So suppose I want to extract the first character, or suppose this is the my string, my name is John here written. Now suppose I want to extract the m out of this string, or I want to extract the last character n, or I want to extract some characters, or I want to extract a word from this sentence or from this string, then how can I do it? So for that, at first I have to write the name of the variable, that is my string. And after writing the name of the variable my string, I have to actually, so as you can see here, after writing the name of the character my string, I have to use triple quote, triple bracket. And I have to use triple bracket, and I have to use the index of the character that I want to extract. So the indexing in Python programming language, the indexing is basically starting from 0. M has the 0 index, Y has the first index, N has the, and then we have a space. After the space, N is the fourth index, A is the fifth index, M is the sixth index, E is the seventh index. We have another space that will be the eighth index. So I will be the ninth index, S will be the 10th index, and it goes on like that. So basically, if I want to extract the first character, that is M, then I have to give the index of the first character. So the index of the first character is basically 0. So I have to give 0, and obviously I have to give 0 within the third bracket. So if I use this third bracket and I have give 0, then if I run this, it is showing me I, because here I is at the 0th index. Obviously, so if I want to extract this boy from this sentence, then what is the index of this boy? Now boy is basically, the index of boy is from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and boy, the index of boy is starting from, B is starting from 13. Let me show it again. Probably 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, yes, 13, and it goes up to 15. So if I give 13 to 15, then it will obviously, actually here it is a very important aspect of the Python programming language, that look, the indexing of John is starting from 11, and it goes up to 12 13 14. But if I give 11 to 14 here, then it will not show me the entire John. It will show me only J, O, and H. Let me do it at first, then you can easily understand it. So as you can see, boy, the indexing of boy is starting from 12 and it goes up to 14. So now if I give um, 12 to 14, if I want to extract this from the my string, I want to extract, sorry, from the my string I want to extract 12 to 15. 12 13 14, sorry, 14, 12 to 14. If I want to extract this, this is the indexing of the B, O, and Y. So if I give this, now let you can easily see that what actually happens here. It is not giving me boy, although the index position of B is 12, O is 13, and Y is 14, but it will only give me 12 and 13th index. It will not give me the 14th index, that is the last index. So for printing B O Y completely, I have to give 15. And if I give 15 and run this, it is giving me boy now. So the Python string, when you basically want to extract the strings from the Python programming language, or from the variable, or from the string, if you want to extract any element or character, or basically if you want to extract the word, then the last indexing will not be extracted. The last indexing that I am instructing the code will not be extracted by the Python programming language. So that means here also you can see 15 is basically nothing but this double quote. 15 is the indexing of this double quote. It is not being extracted. So the last indexing is not being extracted. Similarly, when I was giving 14 here, it was not extracting the 14th element. The 14th element is Y, but it will only extract, if I run this, it will only extract B and O. That means the 14th element, that is the last element Y, is not being extracted. So the in the extraction, if you give 12 to 14, the 14th element will not be extracted. Similarly, suppose I want to extract, from 8 to 10. Now you can find out 8 is 1 is I, 0 is I, 1 is this space, 1 is A, 2 is M, 3 is space again, 4 is A, 5 is space, 6 is G, 7 is O, 8 is O again, 9 is D, 10 is space. So it will not give me the space. It will only give me 8 and 9th index. So that means it will only give me O and D in that respect. Now you can see, if I run this, it will not give me the space. It will only give me O, 2 O's. Sorry, I have made a mistake in the indexing. So it will just give me 2 O. But 8, 9, and 10 are 3 indexing, but it is giving me 2 indexing. So the first 2 indexing will be returned. 8th and ninth index will be returned, 10th index will not be returned. Okay, so this is some important aspect of the Python extracting individual characters or words from the Python programming language. There are some functions of strings. If I want to find the length of the function, that how many, what is the length of the string that I have assigned. So for that we have function that is called len function. We can use len, and after using len, we have to just give within the single bracket, we have to just give the name of the variable, that is my string. So len within the single bracket, we have to give my string, and if I run this, it is showing me 15. So 15 is the length of my string. If you calculate it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Till y, it is basically the 15 is the length of the my string. Similarly, if I want to convert my strings to lowercase or uppercase. Now, lowercase and uppercase, it is very important. So suppose my string, if I want to convert it into lowercase, then I have to just give my string the name of the variables dot lower, and we have to give double. We have to just open a parenthesis and close a parenthesis. So if I want to convert it into lower, if I want to convert my string into lower, suppose, then what can I do? For that, I have to name the my string. I have to name the variable, and my string dot lower. So that will be the code. My string dot lower. Now lower is a keyword probably. Lower. Yes. And if I run this, look, my string is now being converted into a lowercase. That means I was in uppercase, but whenever I has assigned this, it has been converted into, I has been converted into smaller case, a small case. So that's how, a lowercase basically. So that's how we can convert it into a lowercase. Similarly, if I want to convert it in uppercase, then what can I do? For that, I have to give my string. Let me convert it here. For that, I have to give my string. Same thing, we have to just give the name of the variable at first. My string is the name of the variable, and we have to give dot uppercase. So for that, we will use the command that is called upper and double bracket. And if you run this, it will be converted into uppercase again. Now you can see that all of the words of the sentence are basically converted into uppercase. So that's how you can actually convert the strings into lower and uppercase, and replacing a substring. That means if I want to change a string, or if I want to change any element or character of a string, then how can I do it? So for that, we have we have to use dot replace, and we have to give the old one and the replace new one by one. At first we have to give the word that we want to change, or if we have to give the element or character that we want to change, and in the second part we have to give the changed version by what we want to change it. So for that, if I want to change this, suppose I want to change my string, then I have to give dot replace, and I want to change boy. I want to change this boy. So I want to change this boy. I want to change this boy with suppose Dipto. That is the name of mine. So it is also supposed to be given within single bracket. And sorry. And if I run this, it is showing that I am a good Dipto. That means obviously I am a good Dipto. So that is, I am a good boy now, has been, the boy has been converted into Dipto. So that's how you can actually replace a string, you replace a character, or replace any word in the Python string. You can only replace a character also. Number of occurrences of a substring. That is a thing that if I want to show that what are the number of occurrences of a substring. Suppose we have a substring that is hello world world. Here, how many times this hello is repeated? Or what is the, suppose I feel this is wrong here, I let me show it in a new code. So suppose we have a new string. The new string is basically AU, and within this new string I have a hello, that is, suppose hello, hello world. Two times I have repeated this hello, and if I want to know that how many times this hello has been repeated in this code, then for that I may give this, I can use this counting method, or I can use that, I can actually find out how can we do it. For that we have to just give the name of the string dot count, and within the bracket you have to give the parameter that you want to find out, or the repetition that you want to find out. So I want to find out the repetition of hello. For that I will at first give the name of my string, then dot count is the method, and within dot count, within the bracket, you have to, within the first bracket you have to give the parameter that you want to find out, that how many times that parameter has been repeated, or that part of the string has been repeated. So I have given hello here, and if I run this, you can see me, sorry, I feel it is here. Yes, it is giving me true. That means hello is repeated twice here. So it is quite easy thing. Next, we are probably going to the finding the indexing of a string. So finding the indexing of a string is basically, suppose this is Sparta. And if I want to find out the indexing of a string, now you can find out from this that T is at 0th index, H is 1, I is 2, S is third, space is 4, I is 5, S is 6, space is 7, S is 8. So S is starting from 8, or the index of S is 8. So that means Sparta is starting from 8th index. So if I just use the name of the string and dot find function, and if I just use the find command, and within the bracket if I give the parameter that is Sparta, here it will be a single quote that is supposed to be closed, then it will give me 8. So that means that is the starting index of the word. So this is something that is very easy also. And splitting a string. How can we actually split a string? Suppose I want to split this string. I like apples, mangoes, and bananas, and I want to split this. I want to make different parts out of it. So for that, I let me copy it. So I have copied it. Now I feel it is actually copied here. So here, if I want to split this, for that we have to, as per at first we have to give basically here, let me go to this ppt. We have to just give the name of the variable, and then have to give dot and split function. We can use this split command, and you can give parameter. If you don't give parameter, what happens? I let me show at first. If you don't give parameter, so then you just give root, the name of the variable, dot, you just give split, that is the code, or that is the command that you can use. And if you don't give any parameter, what happens? It will actually split all of the part of the code, or all of the part of your string. So it has splitted everything. I like apples, mangoes, and even the commas are being splitted here. And if I want to give the parameter within the bracket, if I want to give the parameter comma, that means it will only split after the comma. It sees a comma and it splits the string. So if I run this in this way, then you can see it will not split everything. I feel I may have, okay. This parameter is supposed to be given within a single quote, or you can give a double quote also. Now it is okay. Now if I run this, now let me see the results. So now it has actually split the string. I like apples. Then it has actually broken the string, because then it has actually splitted the string, because it has found a comma. After mangoes, it has found another comma, so it has splitted it. And after bananas, bananas is a different string. So that's how you can split a string. And I feel yes, this is whatever we have learned about these strings. In so that's And in the next class, we will learn about the data structures in the Python programming language.